for Deirdre, right? I know we just went over this.
Yeah. That's also spelling we're going with for in.
Fine, I was only spell checking one word.
Let's just take out the I. Don't.
Okay, there's your subject line: contest@disrobust.org, and your images have to be raster format. They have to be JPEG, PNG, or GIF. No AI files or PDFs or encapsulated script. Yeah.
.webp.
.CorelDRAW.
What about JPEG XL?
A bitmap.
We've been having a lot of fun discussions.
Really large JPEGs.
Have you heard of JPEG XL?
Is it?
It's like JPEG but big.
Yeah. It's like JPEG 2000.
Yeah, it's JPEG but large.
Yes.
Apparently it's lossless.
It's one of.
It was supposed to be a ping replacement, and yet it's not. Yeah.
And then there's also JFIF. I learned about that too.
Right? Yeah. That's why I can't say GIF with a soft G, because .jif was for JFIFs. Yeah.
And those have actually those are in the AVIF, I think it's called.
I've never heard of those.
What we've decided on Night Watch at least is that no one likes files.
It's true. Yeah.
Everyone hates those.
They're all sick of those. I dislike them. Well, I like them better than WebP because I can view Heeks on my phone, because I can't view WebPs on my phone. But I don't like Heeks much either. So
GFIF and AVIF are and WebP also are ones like I run into them all the time when I'm doing when we're doing like checkpoint and stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of content management systems or like what do you call them? Content sort of cloud content distributor systems.
Right.
Like will re-encode images because they're smaller. So it means that like you have this cool image that loads fine in your browser, and then you download it. Ooh,
dramatic
entry. You have a cool image that you load on your browser, and it's fine, and then you drag it to your desktop, and it comes out as a
completely unreadable format
file that Photoshop doesn't want to deal with.
I received a PDF the other day that I had to fill out. And I shared it with somebody else, being like, I need you to fill out part of this first, and then, I need you to fill out the whole thing. They said, no, you need to fill out the rest of it. I only need to do part of it. So they sent it back to me with their part filled in, and I tried to open it in Mac Preview, and it would refuse to open.
Yep.
And I'd never seen that before with a PDF that had forms that was like, oh, no, you can't open me in Mac Preview anymore. The one that was partially filled in. And so I tried opening it in other ways, and it wouldn't open. The only program I could get to open it was the built-in reader in Firefox.
Weird.
Yeah, and then I was able to fill out the rest of it and save it, and then I tried opening that one in, because I'm like, oh, maybe that fixed it. Tried opening that in Preview for Mac, and it wouldn't open anyway. So I panicked and said, well, I guess I'm sending this off to the authorities, and they can deal with it. And I didn't hear anything back from the authorities, so everything seemed to be fine. I made it their problem, ultimately. .pcx, did that come up?
No.
That doesn't come for me.
Really? That's an old one, too. That's like back... Remember the Logitech handheld scanners where you had to roll them down the papers? They would natively save or want to save in PCX.
The first thing I'd ever scanned using one of those things was the blown up diagram of the phaser from the Star Trek technical manual.
We did talk about Targas.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah, TGA, yeah.
Yeah, because apparently Warcraft used to take its screenshots as Targas by default.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Due to compression and speed issues. According to Daniels.
There's also there's also like a whole ton of file formats that are actually secretly just zip files.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you mean
like
DocX?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hard Collider says, I worked on a movie many of you have seen. One of the vendors sent us, in the year of our Lord 2010, a whole tarball of PICT files.
Yes. That's if you are able to generate PICTs in the year of our Lord 2024, congratulations.
Can you read them though? Because I have a lot of old stuff from my early iMacs that I can't open.
Graham, let me put you in touch.
Okay.
Well, you just crack those open, right?
Crack open the PICT?
ImageMagick.
The iMac.
ImageMagic's usually good about doing a lot of that stuff.
ImageMagick is pretty good about most things.
I was wondering if you were suggesting using a PICT axe.
No, I was suggesting using a hammer.
there's a format. Okay, TIFF, which we all know and love. We've probably worked
Love
on
TIFF.
Yeah, you used to work on TIFF an awful lot.
Zipped or unzipped?
Well,
They are
LZW
they are
compressed.
enormous.
yeah,
Regardless.
they are enormous, which is why you would get them LZW compressed, which makes because that is lossless compression, right? So you want that. Our network server at our high school, for whatever reason, whenever we would save TIFF files to it that were LZW compressed, it would corrupt the file ever so slightly. To the point where we could open it back up and it would open up and display the entire TIFF with corrupt pixels in it. Just a few sprinkled all over the place.
Were the pixels in a regular pattern per each image?
They're usually like you're missing like half of a line in like different places, right? Like it was quite a bit. And these were big. These were photos, right? Just for a yearbook. So we were in a position, like 600 DPI, 1200 DPI photos, and we're just like, we're in a position of, why is this happening? We don't know why, and we need to be able to use these. And so our yearbook advisor had to spend like a week trying to troubleshoot what was going on, and eventually discovered, TIFFs saved with LZW compression and then saved onto this server and then opened back up from the server would elicit this problem. But if not, then it would not show up.
Oh my god, it's like a graphical credit check. Every time you look at it,
Yeah.
it gets a little bit worse.
It's a little bit worse every single time. And so ultimately the solution was save as TIFF, no compression.
Yeah.
Oh, that was an awful yearbook 'cause it was massive.
But that sounds to me like a RAM problem.
Yeah,
Server.
might have been the issue. I'm not really sure why it, because it would have had to have been like, we're sending to you and you're copying to whatever and we're corrupting in the meantime. So yeah,
Not using ECC RAM.
maybe it was like, again, this is like back when I was in high school, so we're talking 1996. So
Oh yeah, you definitely
ECC
wouldn't have
RAM did not
DNC RAM.
exist.
yeah. It's Pentium 100s, right?
Boy, it's good to have some different nerds in the room.
Some folks in the chat recommended IrfanView,
IrfanView is
which is
Be good.
I use that all
It
the time
works.
for batch stuff. It's got a weird blind spot in that it does not support PNG transparency though, which is very frustrating.
Like it just doesn't open the image, or it doesn't.
No, it just
properly-
opens it, but it's black. Or no, it's not black. Like the transparent stuff, it show like you can have whatever color you want be the background color that shows through the transparent part, but it can't maintain the transparency and resave it out. It's very annoying.